But thank you for coming and joining me here for the launch of this channel. I know I've done a few things like a soft open, as some call it, for this, but Paul Little's always watching me. That's creepy, Paul. Aruba? What? Well, Happy New Year to you from Aruba. That's amazing. Thank you for checking in. So today we're launching this channel, Aaron Merke In Character. What it is this last couple years has been really not just COVID, but there's been a lot of other things happening with myself, and just a journey, I guess you could say. So learning how to just overcome a bunch of stuff and just growing as an adult, it's been actually uplifting, and I've really come to a nice place. Now, this last year during COVID, I was really inspired by a few artists out there. They're really amazing people, and I just joined TikTok, and I saw a lot of people using characters and doing character, and I was like, that's what I love to do. Like, yeah, I'm an actor. Yes, I like doing comedy, but what I really love doing is acting as a character and being a character. So it's kind of my first passion, the reason why I got into improv, the reason why I got into sketch, stand-up more just to push myself. But character is where it's at. And with TikTok, I got to see a bunch of people do great characters, and I'm going to share some of them with you today. But I'm going to try and give away some stuff. I forgot to bring those prizes with me, so while you're watching something, I'll go get them. But I would love you to win some things. So throughout the 45 minutes to an hour that we're going to be here, I'll have some stuff for you to win. So to keep you, we have a couple guests. They're pre-recorded kind of snippets of what is going to be on the channel. There's characters, obviously. I'm not doing any characters today. It's just too hard with quick changes in all of the tech and the live streaming and all that. But I'm going to be doing characters on a regular on this channel, but also I'm going to be doing a kind of a podcast series called Out of Character, where I talk to people in the industry or different kind of artists, like musicians and people who are painting, like that kind of thing, and talk to them about their processes and the limitations they put on themselves, but also the limitations that they just feel, because I think a lot of it is a little bit our own heads sometimes, and just getting past that. A little bit of mental health, kind of, but not really. Just more of a deep dive into artists in general, and then the characters that we are and the characters that we play. So that is going to be in a podcast, like I said, called Out of Character. And then also just my own self-understanding and self-realizations is going to be in the MERKSHOP, as well as some free improv workshops and things I've learned along the way, and just sharing those kind of things. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe. Subscribe, hit the icon. As all the young people say, smash that button. I don't smash buttons. I push them. That I was taught very well as a child. To just push a button. You don't need to smash it. Just push it gently. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We're going to be giving away a few things today, but before we do, I just want to introduce you to some people that have inspired me. There's two in particular on TikTok that I found that has really been like, oh man, that's great. One is named Steve Bridges, and the other one is Steve Reiley, or sorry, Caitlin Reiley. It's Steve and Caitlin. Some of you might find that funny for different reasons, but Steve and Caitlin are really funny actors and character comedians, and I'm just going to show you a bit of what they do, so enjoy.
I just want to say I'm back. Whoop whoop. Hey, what's up to all juggalos and juggalettes, my juggalo family? I'm back online because my grandma took away internet because I hit my brother with a can of ravioli, but he feeling better now. Okay, I just want to say I'm back. Whoop whoop. Hey guys, I just want to make a TikTok about my ribs. Yes, it's my favorite part of my whole body, and people are always acting really jealous because I have 2 ribs. Hi, Kendra. No, I didn't spread any rumors about you today, girl. I don't spread rumors anymore. I cut way back on my rumors. I mean, I probably spread about the same amount of rumors, if not more rumors. I didn't say you were the itchiest person in Astoria. Yes, I did, because she low-key really itchy.
I don't know, I kind of like you in this weird way. Like my head's doing things like I can't comprehend.
Caitlin Reiley, and I'm 5'2".
Okay, I'm not 5'2". Wait, that was so crazy that I said that.
Ooh.
Camera's on. I don't look cute either. We do the homework, the assignment over the weekend. A resounding no. Hi, Mrs. Fraser. Hi, I'm just here with my son, David, and I just wanted to sit in the class. I just want to make sure that everything's going well and that we're learning and we're paying attention. Say hello.
Like I said, as it's loud now, Dave isn't with me. So, I did test this. I do want to say, Dave, I tested this out, and I want to say I'm pretty proud of myself because the system that I've set up, I think it's good. So, if you don't like it, don't say anything. Okay, so, I was gonna get some stuff in between that, and that didn't happen because I was fixing the audio. So, what else am I doing? You guys know what I'm going to do on this channel. I'm just trying to, like, breathe a community into something that doesn't have a community, really. Like, we, as character actors, we just do our own little thing. It's kind of like stand-up, but there's no place for us. There's no real home for character actors or character comedians. There's no place. Like, we do have character nights, but we're kind of like the forgot. We're not like treated like some of the comedic arts. Like sometimes improv is frowned upon because it's not always great. But so it takes skill to write and to perform them, but there's no real home for it. So that's literally why I'm making this channel, is to create a home and to create just kind of a home base for all the character actors. I think I've been talking with Hero Show out in Vancouver and some other people in the States about creating an online character festival, and doing that and getting some of these people like from TikTok and just getting us all kind of collaborating in some weird way, because I know I really like a show called Characters Welcome. It's a very good show. It's out of UCB New York. Those people are very talented and a lot of fun to watch. So if you're looking for that, let me know. If you have someone you watch on TikTok and that is a character actor, I'd love to hear who they are. There's a few others that I'm going to be pushing today. I was going to try and make a video for it.
Uh-oh, you caught me trying to seduce Valky from Perfect Strangers. A cousin Larry?
Okay, but that's not what I'm asking. Okay, because all people, listen up. All people, you and me and her, all of us originate from a country of origin. And that pretty red hair of yours is telling me all I need to know, that you got your backpack and you're headed on a one-way train ticket to Burnville, UFO.
Start spreading the news. I'm talking to stars. Thank you, my audience. You remind me of the dead bishops brought to life by Lotford the Sorcerer.
Some people say you shouldn't wear high heels to the beach, but a very thin stiletto goes right into the sand and you're fine. It's just like wearing a flip-flop.
Hooray for Hollywood!
Hi, Gerald Sanderson. I'm 51 years old, a father of 2, and I work full-time at my local Ford dealership, and I enjoy it. And I also want to be a contestant on Season 2 of Legendary. Duck it, duck that walk, duck that walk, duck it, duck that walk. Face, face, face. Show me the face. You are not comporting yourself well.
That liquor license move reeks of Devereaux. I know it, and I know that you know that I know you know it.
Hank Devereaux? Ha! No. No, 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 no. 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 Yes.
How could you do this to me, Don Alderman? That liquor license is my livelihood.
You think I wanted to do this to you, Michelle? Some nights your tartar sauce was the only thing that was keeping me from tossing my toaster in the bathtub.
Yeah, it's true. I killed him, but I got away with it. Oh, hey there. I'm Cals McKay. You probably know me best as the jet skiing king. But today, I'm here to take this party to the next level.
Mama payment here is in the currency of lies.
I'm Greg. I'm a typical Boston's Bruins fan. I love my mother. Hey, Ma. I love the Red Sox. Go Sox, go. And I hate bullshit. Here's a list of things in Vancouver that are bullshit.
Welcome to the annual cat conference here in Richmond, BC. You can see some lovely cat art here. We're going to head inside the room pretty soon and check out the cats.
Fantastic cat.
Who don't you?
Your dream? I'm making your dreams come true. Look at this place. I'm working myself to the bone.
What the hell is the matter with you?
With me? Nothing. Okay, I'm fine. Absolutely nothing. I'm okay.
Well, then how about you act like it?
What do you want from me?
Stacy, this video message is for you. Because you need to dump Jeff and take me back. Honestly, I'm scared for you. Because you don't know what you're missing. When I think of us, you and I miss you so much. It's sad, so sad. Take me back and I'll apologize for all the things that brought tears to your eyes. For calling you fat, for selling your cat, for telling you that you're a big fat bitch. Honestly, I don't know why you're not by my side.
I'll make a list. I'm going to do more with these kind of things. I just want to try and promote other people too, because I think, as Quinn likes to say, high tides float all boats. Is that what you say, Quinn? And thank you all for being here. I'm going to play you now a segment. So I got together with my my high school English teacher. She went on to create. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Why should I explain it when I can just show you?
There.
You ready?
I guess so. Is it okay if I drink part through?
Yeah, it's supposed to be casual. Don't worry. Hi, I'm Aaron Merke, and we're gonna meet with one of my biggest influences in my life, my career, anyways, for sure. This person kind of started my career going, and she's been supportive all the way through, and she's started the careers of many other people within this industry. I don't know whether they've acknowledged that or not, but I know that she has. And so I just wanted to welcome Ms. Margo Kehler, and I called her Margo Wilson forever, but it's Margo Kehler. And she is a teacher at Vincent Massey Collegiate and has an amazing program that she set up, teaching improv, that didn't exist when I went there, but it does now.
But you had an influence in getting it started, so.
Did I though?
Yeah, because it was kids like you that made me go, there is something to this art form that teaches kids what intelligence they have outside of other classrooms too. I
didn't have you until grade 12, but that year was huge for me, right? I don't think I had you before that. I think I had Mr. McRae. Anyway,
I think I knew about
you. Knew about me because in grade 10, you allowed me to go on a field trip when I was not involved in any of your classes or any of the classes that went on this field trip, because I had friends that were in grade 11 and they're like, yeah, bring Peanut. I had a nickname that was Peanut, unfortunately, for the first few years of high school. And they were all theater kids and they kind of took me under their wing. But so I got to go on a field trip that way. But when you taught English, I loved your English class because you used something called cocktail knowledge. And it was just like a potpourri of like different potpourri. Who uses that term anymore? Potpourri. It's like it was a 1990s mom bath element. It was a potpourri of just ideas and concepts from the vast history of the world, and it was just like smattered throughout it. And I found that to be amazingly huge for my brain. That class, even though it was grade 12, inspired me to just like, oh yeah, knowledge is good. Like just knowledge, not like just knowledge, not like memorizing like dates and for history or like quotients, or like, it wasn't about that. It was just about just a small knowledge base can get you through a lot of doors. Anyway, so do you remember, like, why did you teach that way? Because it was different than everyone else's way of teaching.
Cocktail party knowledge. Yeah. Because I think, go back to my own teaching for a sec, my own learning. I always felt stupid in math because I wasn't capable. And so to know a little bit about a lot of things, it kind of made me feel a little bit knowledgeable. And it's also a way to connect the whole world. Like, it wasn't until I was in university when I realized schools of thought that this kind of architecture was created because people were thinking this way, and this kind of literature was created in the same time because there was this umbrella of thought happening. It wasn't until university that started connecting for me. And I guess I wanted to share that with my students so that they would never feel stupid. If someone's, sorry.
No, please continue.
So that was all. And it was fun. And it was, talking, whoever really goes in gold lame jumpsuits and goes to cocktail parties and pretends about how much you know. But it is a way of arming yourself to work in circles. My dad always taught me, he said, you need to be able to relate to dock workers, and when you're invited to the Queen, you need to be able to relate to everybody.
Have kids changed a ton? Have you noticed kids changing a ton? And now we're getting into like the real topics of now. Yes and no. Like, what has changed with children? With educating. This is high school, so
right. Absolutely, the introduction of technology.
Sure.
Completely. And way more anxiety. Way more. The things that kids worry about that never even would have occurred to me before. I honestly think they have it way easier and way harder. The way harder is this isn't new to anyone, but the whole Instagram, the quality that they need to live up to, the fact that they're worried about their followers and how many followers they have, things like that. Those kind, but the anxiety is overwhelming.
Do you find it social media that creates that anxiety, or is it just self-pressure? Because it used to be parents, right? Like that, the pressure was parents. Like the things that pushed me to strive was like, I didn't want to disappoint my parents, but at the same time I had to like live a life and find myself, right? Yeah. So, because there doesn't seem to be a rebellion towards it. That's what I find very interesting.
Yeah, I think these are the children of the parents who wanted to be more friends than being a parental role, which I think has a detriment because, I mean, that's a whole other tangent we could go on. But You can't be a child's friend. They need somebody to be just like a teacher. Right? You got to be. Sorry.
A guide, like a mentor, a model.
Hard walls, hard parameters to know I cannot go over that. And so so we're seeing that kids who don't have parameters, who are being told that that there are no parameters, and then the insecurity because they have lived vicariously through the computer, like through VR. That's how they're doing life instead of having the true life experiences.
So creatively, what you teach improv, like why do you like teaching improv so much? Like what do you find it brings?
Joy, for one thing. We all need more joy, wellness, but I love it because it teaches the kids to trust their own judgment, to trust each other, but mostly it's the confidence that they gain as they're having fun, learning the games and coming to accept mistakes, and that mistakes are a part of life and that we can't avoid them. That freedom, that's why I love it as a teaching tool, because I see so much growth in especially at the age that I teach. Like, these kids are so insecure when they walk in. Like I told you about the anxiety. I've had students who can't even enter the classroom because they're anxious about what people will say as they enter the classroom. And then by the end, they're up performing and have slayed some of those anxiety dragons.
Right.
That's why I love it.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, Margo.
Oh, Aaron, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the gifts that you were given with the world. Truly, I know that sounds kind of corny, but I mean it.
It's totally corny.
Hey, I'm corny. I don't care.
It's totally corny. No, I this is my first one. I'm doing this, and I was like, I have to have Margo on. So you deserve a lot more recognition.
Well, thank you.
Oh, hi there. It's me, Pam Oberman. Peanut just asked me to take over here for a moment. So, Peanut. That's a nice one. I'm going to remember that one deep down. Okay. So I'm Pam Oberman. I'm a romance novelist. Some of you might have heard or seen some of my work before. Some of you might be my Instagram followers, Pam_Oberman. So basically what I specialize in is a genre of romance that I like to call romantic realism. So today I'm going to be reading just a tiny little snidbit of one of my novels. This one is a chapter, well, part of a chapter. I'm not giving you the whole, gotta buy the cow, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. That's a horrible connection. Okay, anyways, I'm going to be reading from Snack Time Temptress. And this chapter is called The Bungalow Baroness. So, if you're at home, which you should be, make sure you got someone to snuggle with. If you need to tap out for a sec because it's too exciting, that's fine too. I get it. Okay, so just relax and enjoy. I'm Pam Oberman, by the way. Okay. Roy Thackerson was a tall and round man. His spiky hair was perfectly trained to stay in place, probably from years and years of classic unchanged style. The way his tiny ponytail would frizz after an hour's hard work always made Windabeth's heart and body swoon. Roy was a skilled craftsman, and Windabeth trusted his work above all else. As she swung the door open, a small breeze caught her robe and revealed to Roy her pink and white K-Cat socks. "Nice socks," he said as he hoisted his heavy toolbox up off the ground. "Thanks. My niece got them for me when she went on a school trip to the Mall of America." She welcomed him inside, and he removed his massive steel-toed boots, releasing the smell of his long, hard work day. "This way, it's the toilet. It keeps acting up." Windabeth led him down the narrow hallway to the bathroom. She could smell his intoxicating musk as he removed his jean jacket. "Is it flushing?" said Roy as he jiggled the handle and began to move several old issues of Dolphin World magazine off the back of the tank. Yes, but it sure is slow," she said. She wasn't sure if it was her plumbing or the house's that brought Roy here today, but she was thankful all the same. "I'll have it fixed up in no time," he said with a smile. "No, please, take your time, Roy," she said his name with deliberate emphasis. "Can I get you something to drink?" Coffee? Tea? Diet root beer? You have diet root beer? He was intrigued and impressed. Of course, it's my favorite, they said together in delighted unison as they shared a brief, tender moment. Windabeth blushed as Roy smiled and went back to work on the toilet. She sailed down the hall to the kitchen. There, at the refrigerator, she closed her eyes and said a silent prayer that today would be the day that Roy would know her desires. She retrieved the 2 diet root beers. Would you like ice? She called to him. Yes, please, Windabeth. Oh, how she loved how he said her name. How the last syllable always sounded like babe. Windababe. It made her heart flutter. She hoped that was a good sign. She locked eyes with one of the many crystal koalas on the windowsill. It seemed to be winking at her in confirmation. The root beer fizzed and overflowed from the glass, a spectacular visual metaphor of her feelings for Roy. She entered the bathroom and was again taken aback by his manly specimen before her. A small damp patch had begun to form on Roy's lower back, bleeding through onto his Brooks and Dunn's concert t-shirt. I tried playing with that floaty ball thing, but it was no use, he said as she handed him his drink. Good thinking, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to snake it. It's a deep down there kind of club. It's good you called me when you did. It could have backed up and flooded your basement. Windabeth sipped her root beer, imagining that all the tiny bubbles were tiny Roy kisses, kissing her lips delicately and methodical. He noticed her mind flit from here to fantasy. Well, I'm glad I called you then, she said in a low purr. Me too, he echoed back. Their eyes locked. The room smelled of potpourri, carbonated soda, and Roy. Fate was loosening Windabeth's robe. Roy caught a forbidden sight of the strap of her champion sports bra. Soon they were swirled in a frenzied urgency and going down the long passage of passion. He grabbed her and kissed her hard but delicately. Their hands tangled in each other's ponytails. He was more magical than Windabeth could have ever imagined, and she gasped in delight as Roy swept her up in his freckly arms and carried her to the bedroom like a valiant knight would carry his shield and sword to battle. Softly, he laid her down on her bed, and her extensive collection of stuffed animals surrounded them, witnesses to their passion. Every pipe in that tiny bungalow flowed free from clear on then. Her prayer had been answered. That man made love to this woman. Yeah, I know. Thought we'd start the new year off with a bang, you know what I mean? Okay, so anyways, that's me, Pam Oberman. That's my story. Thanks so much for watching and supporting Aaron Merke's show. This is really nice of him to have had me on. So I really hope that you have a good day and a safe and happy new year. Goodbye. Bye then. Goodbye.
Well, give it up for Pam. Give a yay on the chat board or whatever for Pam. Pam is a favorite of mine. And also, I'm a big fan. I'm just a huge fan of her and her cats. So, yeah, you can find Pam on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle, Pam?
Pam_Oberman.
Pam_Oberman. Remember, you need the @ sign in front of it. That's the @ sign, evidently.
Not the cat.
The @ sign. Cool. Okay, I promised that I would give away some stuff, and I have some stuff. I just want to know, Lauren, can you get on the... My wife is also here.
Bye. Bye, Pam. Have a good day. Bye, Pam. Bye, then. Okay, see you later. Thanks for having me in your house. I'm so glad I isolated. Okay, bye.
Good job. Thanks, Pam. Pam hasn't seen anyone but cats, so it doesn't really matter. Can you just check on the message board and just watch? So, I'm going to say there's an option. Depending on what you are a brand owner of. So, we'll determine what the prize is and if you're the first person to put this up there. So Lauren is looking on the chat board. Okay, so get ready on the chat board. This is going to be insane. Or maybe not. Maybe it won't be insane. Who is an Android user or a Mac phone user? Go. Someone wrote Mac phone? I don't know. What do the people call it? What do you guys call it? I have an Android. An Apple phone, sorry. An iPhone? Sorry, a Mac phone. A Mac phone. Anyone yet?
Nobody yet.
No one yet because there's a delay. And as an idiot, not recognizing that there's a delay. I've got it now, Dave.
Nancy Sorrell said Mac.
Perfect! Nancy Sorrell wins a $15... Oh, is it a $15? A $10. Sorry, the $15 was used. A $10 gift card to iTunes. That's for you, Nancy. I will get you the serial code and all that for you later. It's all covered up still, so... $10 gift card to iTunes.
Is it just the first person?
The first person. Why? Is there another person?
Well, there's people who are saying their iPhones, but...
Oh. All you iPhone users. Anyone say anything else other than iPhones?
Nope, just all Mac and iPhones.
Okay.
And
Well,
Dave called it a Mac phone from McDonald's.
I'm so sorry for all you people who use Mac phones. That's my bad. But Nancy Sorrell, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna give away a couple more things after this. Take the courage. Oh, Nancy asked the question. If there's any other questions, ask them now. But Nancy asked the question: how do you get young students shy students to participate in improv? I'll just say this. A lot of the beginner improv stuff is to create bond and trust within a group of people. So it's kind of how you create ludicrous moments, and certain kids are more accessible to them. But by letting it all loose and letting that freak flag fly together as a unit, you kind of create trust and establish a group loyalty. It's kind of weird to say, but it's kind of how soldiers work and war works, like the platoons, where they go through such crazy drills that they can trust one another. It's kind of the same idea, but just being silly. And so if you can access your silliness, you can access it. And letting people fail. A lot of improv, I think a lot of people like myself were geared towards improv because I had padding around myself in order to fail. And I think failure is so important because you learn how to risk. She's a lovely, lovely lady. I've known her for a long time. So please welcome Steph Tolev in my Out of Character series.
I will not put a mask on. I will... Okay, maybe start low and go high. I won't put a mask on. I won't put a mask on. I have a breathing problem. Didn't hear your father snoring last night, directly in my ear. I don't think I've slept for 35 years.
That seems a little over-exaggerated. You would be very sick if you didn't sleep for 35 years.
You'll never guess. Your father, all night. There's no way I got any sleep last night.
Why don't you just sleep in the spare room then?
I'm not gonna sleep in the spare room. It stinks.
Barbecue, the band was jumping, the people too high, mess around. They're doing the mess around.
Like shots all through my chin, and then it's acid, so it swells up. So you have an actual massive double chin for like 3 weeks, and like actual toad, like down here, like swinging, like bad, really bad. And then it just eats. It hurts. It's acid. There's acid in my face. It's still there. It doesn't work for 8 weeks, and I bought 4 vials. So after I get the next 2 vials, it should like go up. Oh, I can't wait.
That's too funny.
It's psychotic.
Hey everyone, I've known this person for a long, long time. I've known her as a sketch comedian, as a stand-up, as an improviser, and now, well, you've always been a character actor, but also a character actor. Please welcome Steph Tolev to the show. Yeah,
Thank you. We have known each other for a very long time.
A long, long time.
Like what, 18 years probably?
Yeah.
15?
Oh, yeah. You've been doing a lot of character stuff lately, yeah?
Yes, I've been...
like a character a day?
Yes. I did that for my 2-week quarantine.
For your 2-week quarantine?
So I was very bored, so I wanted to do something.
And so doing that, I feel like I'm jumping the gun, but doing that, how did you find the response to that comparatively to any other, like your stand-up or your sketch stuff? Has there been
I found it way more fun. And I also, it felt less stressful, because it was stand-up, it's like you need to have a full set a punchline joke or like a full thing, but with like, especially with TikTok and where we're going just like exactly live streaming or recording ourselves from home, it's like, it's so easy. And I was just like, my parents have a bunch of weird shit around their house. So I would just like either find a weird prop and that would like spark something like, I don't know if you saw, I did a sword swallower.
Yeah, I love
and that like was like, there's swords in the house. I'm going to use a fucking sword.
Well, was that wasn't that your first one? Is that your first one? The sword swallower?
It was up there. Yeah. I lost
I'll show
count. They got all messed up in my head, but yeah, some of them were like really nothing. Like nothing at all. It's like an impression of someone looking at a window or something stupid, but then like some of them were a bit more made sense.
Yeah, because you got me at Candy when you did the Candy reenact. Like that's my favorite film of all time. Is
yes,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And
mine
when you
too.
did Candy, I was like, I'm in, and I was there every day.
Yeah, that one really got me too. Well, that actually I did that one because we were just talking about I got these injections for my double chin. And it swelled up so bad that I looked like John Candy. I was like, I can't not have a giant double chin and not reenact John Candy right now. It didn't make any sense to me. So that started, and it's just like, I've been so bored in quarantine. Like I've just been sitting around and I was quarantining alone in LA for months. So it's like, what else am I going to do?
You working with Bill Burr, how was that?
That was fun. It was stressful, but very fun. Yeah.
Why was it stressful? What was stressful about it?
Well, I mean, it was my first American TV taping.
Right.
So it's like my first like official, like, you know, going to be seen by America kind of thing. Because like any other thing I did was just mostly online. So I was like, this is the person that will be aired on TV at a time that people are actually watching it and stuff. So that was just like that whole idea of being like, okay, this is America's first chance of seeing me. And the interview with him he was really nice and chill, and it was just like I have never been that nervous doing a taping in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like ever.
I get that because you work, like, we work so hard just to get nowhere in Canada, right? Just to hit that, like, glass ceiling. Mm-hmm. And then you get an opportunity to go to the States, and then all of a sudden it's like, you have to perform, right? Like, it feels like you have to. Anyway, I totally get that. I totally get that feeling. But when you did that live set, your live stand-up set, it feels like your, like, stage character and your real person, like you as a person, is coming closer and closer together. Are you finding that with yourself?
I'm finding that like so much now. Like I remember because you've seen me when I first started. I was like, oh boy, it's like I just found an old tape recorder. Actually, it's right here, and I was fucking listening to it of my old stand up, and I was like, what the hell did I don't even know what I said. Like I would talk so fucking fast and just like blah, 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 like. Anyways, I find now I think now I'm as close to I'm going to get as who I am on and off. And it's like, obviously I still get that like surge of energy the second I go on stage. So it's obviously a bit more heightened and a bit more crazy, but I'm like, it is at a very close stage now. And I'm very happy with where it is. And it's really shitty because I'm like, it really felt like it came together. Then I was like, then COVID's here, but it's like, whatever. That's why I like recently have just been like, okay, I'm doing characters again. And I've missed characters. I've missed fucking Ladies Dash. I've missed, our old fucking dumb cunts. Like I miss our old miss the DKs. I miss doing that shit and being like just way more loose. And then like stand up is way more stressful and now I'm like this just feels I'm having more fun just doing looser character stuff.
Who's your character inspiration? Like character actor or comedian?
I'd say I guess I always say this and I still think it. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean. I watched so much Mr. Bean as a kid. Like, it's all I watched. Like, it's like universal, the whole family watched it together because it wasn't like bad. My grandma says it. But it was just like, that. And honestly, and this is a wild one, Mrs. Bouquet from Keeping Up Appearances. Do you remember that woman?
Oh.
It is like a British show. My Grammy's based watch all the time. This woman is like 65, 70. Rolling down hills, over the top woman. Like I watched it all the time. I still watch it. I think it was on Netflix for a bit. I don't think it is anymore, but it was just like this old English sitcom and she was just so psychotic. And I was like, this woman's hilarious. And it felt like it was such a real character. I'm like, that's gotta be how she's in real life.
I'll find them. I'll try to put links below.
Yeah.
And then what's next for Steph Tolev?
You know, working on
more
some cartoon stuff, working on some more. I'm going to the cottage and I do have a full bag of wigs packed right now. So there will be Shit Shark's gonna make a new appearance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she starts coming back. I do have some ideas for some cottage stuff, so there will be some snow sketches coming up for the next few days.
Nice.
And then
Are you
that's
ever
that.
gonna do Are you ever gonna do a real interpretation of your mom? Because I think you're scared of your mom.
I kind of did. The pajama one is pretty close to her.
Is it?
Her
Okay.
waking up in the morning. Yeah, it's pretty. There's parts of it that are like bang on her. But yeah, I could do. I might. Maybe it will. There's a lot of.
Because you go after Pete pretty tight, and
yeah.
part of me is like,
because my mom is more sensitive. I think she'd be
right. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's probably the same reason why.
Especially when I'm here, I can't do when I'm home. I mean, I am. I gotta stop.
Right.
There's some things that will not be put on Facebook. It was really funny. The impression I did to my dad on the phone, my dad's old partner at work was like, LOL. No wonder it always goes to the answering machine when I call. And I legit messaged back, please don't tell my dad. And she's like, you're sealed. Because I was like, he'll get mad. He'll actually get mad.
I had to bring Dave. You're proud of me. I had to bring in. I brought in my megaphone to try and amplify it. Just doing a bit of an analog version. Yeah, Steph is amazing. I didn't have a chance to edit in her clips of her character, but you can find her at Steph Tolev on Instagram. Is probably where she updates the most. She does have a YouTube channel. She also has a TikTok. Her TikTok is looser, faster, goofier. So if you like that kind of thing, check her out there. But Instagram, Steph Tolev. She's killing it right now. She had a live stream stand-up special earlier this year, and it was amazing because it was very real and raw at the same time, but also hilarious because she went through a whole bunch of things. Like some stories I already knew, but still made it so engaging. So really appreciated that. But there is something I'm going to be doing in the future, and I'm going to try and get some better funds for it. But I'm going to be doing skip the dishes races. So where Lauren and I will put in an order and see who gets here first, and whoever gets here first will win a good cash tip. They'll both win cash tips, but one will be like $10 more. So if you like that kind of thing, I hope you do, because it's fun and it'll make someone's day feel better and brighter, especially because I know that Skip the Dishes isn't frontline worker, but they are feeding a lot of Canada right now, at least Manitoba. So those people who are delivery people, treat them well, because they're pretty much our access to everything. Cheeseburger man. Yeah, as my daughter calls it, the cheeseburger man. So, a 2-year-old that understands that that's the cheeseburger man. I'm doing great parenting. I want to be able to put the Skip the Dishes map up while we have our race. I want to try and encourage younger people to do just comedy in general. It doesn't have to be characters, but just trying to get that up. I know I'm going to be teaching some of my classes online for free. That was kind of the last October. That was the announcement, and then all of this happened as I was gearing up. So I'll have to figure that out. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're having a really great new year. Oh, I'm also starting a thing. Goals out. I'm going to start a thing called #GoalsOut, where I'm going to say what my goals are. So, one of my goals are for this channel is to hit 1,000 subscribers, hopefully within a year. That I think is a large feat, but I'm going to do it. That's my goals out. Why you laugh? What's going on?
Paul's 2021 goal is for you to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yeah, Paul. I love it. Thank you so much. I wish I could see my chats, but I'm having, it's technical. It's me. I really appreciate you. I'm glad you're part of this this little launch here. I'm really appreciative of you all. I hope you subscribe and join me on this journey that I'm having as I try to share as much knowledge and of other people as possible. So I hope you're having an awesome, happy new year. Anything?
Nancy said group loyalty, great.
Group loyalty. Absolutely. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. You can look at that picture because that's what's up there. Bye, everyone.